That is a nice voice. Yeah, just kind of towards the end of what you said, where it was just okay. If YouTube itself will just pick things up.
Straight to YouTube from OBS. That's what I usually do. I don't know. Camera is reading. You might have to turn your video off. Seems like your bandwidth might not be very good.
Though getting booted like that.
Yeah, maybe just turn your video off.
Session for a full hour, making sure Jitsi would be happy without re-kicking anything.
Yes,
kicked me.
Yeah, so you gotta. So every hour, Jitsi will kick you, and then you can just restart it.
Oh yeah, I know Jitsi will kick every hour, but it just kicked me now.
Yeah. I guess I don't. I mean, if you want me to do it, I can do it.
No, it's fine. I'm trying to make sure I know. I noticed I normally run a Provoxy server, and it seemed that I needed to turn that off. And yeah, that's still off.
Yeah, I think you probably just need to turn your video off. I think your machine is just, I don't know if it doesn't have the bandwidth or what, but you keep freezing up.
Huh. So I'm you can hear me now.
Yeah. But you like, okay. I mean, it did the same thing on Friday where it would like relog you in or something. I don't know what was going on with all that. Yeah, like he just froze up again. So, yeah, I think you're just gonna have to turn your video off.
Yeah, hopefully that makes you happy.
Yeah. If it doesn't, then we can switch to me running the stream. I didn't have any problems.
Well, I was sitting here for an hour beforehand because it was kept dropping me occasionally on the other day. I was like,
yeah.
And so I wanted to make sure that wasn't happening again. I went a full hour, no drops, and now I'm dropping.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know.
What just happened? Is that just me, or did Jacob and stuff just drop?
Jacob dropped. He was here this morning. I don't know. He didn't say anything, but
okay, there we go.
Yeah.
There's Mr. Jacob.
So this morning, one of the things that we discussed was getting a list of podcasters, maybe streamers, so that Netlabels like know who to send stuff to, because based on like the names of things, it's not always clear. Like the OO show, how does anybody know that that's Creative Commons? The Bugcast, how does anybody know that's Creative Commons? Lorenzo's music, how does anybody know that's Creative Commons? So yeah, Philip was just saying that, yeah, you just don't know. So well,
this dropping thing is about to drive me insane.
Okay, yeah, why don't we just do the stream off of mine?
Okay, sounds good. Let me go ahead.
I think, yeah. Yeah, OBS would probably be the way to do it in the future, but
stop.
All right.
What's up there, Sam?
Hello.
Yeah, so I don't know when as far as the cutting in and out, what you heard and what you didn't, but one of the suggestions was to just get a list of streams and podcasts for Netlabelists to, when they have like a release they want to promote, just having a way to contact people. So that seems like it would be easy enough to do. And aside from that, there wasn't a whole lot that we came out concrete. We talked a little bit about doing something potentially the first weekend in January. But we also thought, maybe if we could get more people joining the monthly listening party, then maybe doing. Was that? Yeah, I don't know. What browser are you using? You seem to be having a lot of problems.
Right now, I'm in Chromium.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. Maybe just try Chrome, or Firefox, or something else. I don't know that Chromium's really working out for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try doing a quick bounce to Firefox here.
Okay. Another thing we talked about is moving the blog to like the landing page on friendsofccmusic.org, which I believe is how I had it originally set up, and then I'm not sure what all was going on. I think William tried to redesign it at some point, and yeah, now there's not a whole lot on that landing page, so I think I might switch that back. But yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if we had like some of the Netlabel folks here to see what they want. But I don't really know.
Live streaming is on.
Now, what your current like label situation is. Like, I know you were doing stuff with Acid All Stars, but that's not a thing anymore, is it? Or
it is, and it isn't. It was kind of like we were doing things, stopped rolling things out on Beatport simply because Beatport had to sign a lot of stuff with Beatport that I did not want to sign.
Fair enough.
In order to get Beatport to in order to really feasibly work with Beatport, there's all this exclusive stuff with Beatport that had to sign, and I didn't want things locked in their Beatport hell.
Okay, but there's stuff on Internet Archive.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, are releases still coming out? I seem to recall they weren't, but maybe.
They paused, but we were getting ready to, it's a kind of a tricky maneuver. We were actually going to be there was some stuff that we put into a number of contracts that were going to give us the ability to be able to do all the Acid All Stars releases as Creative Commons. And that's another trick that's actually something that's actively been being worked on. That's another trick because we're probably going to have to pull everything from Beatport when we do that.
Yeah. So I guess like, well, it kind of doesn't matter, I guess. when it's whenever things get back up and going, see what the new endeavor is.
Yes. So Acid All Stars kind of call it exists in the back burner while the whole reason things got put on pause with Beatport are sorted out.
Fair enough. Anyway, I mean, like I kind of like had this sense that like you're not really doing Netlabel stuff, like the day-to-day managing of a Netlabel at this point. But I just wanted to be sure before I just sort of like assume that nobody here is doing that. I mean, and like, yeah, sure.
Well, it's on there's kind of a call it a sister to Acid All Stars, a sister or a brother, which is Cave Rave Recordings.
Yeah.
Cave Rave is much more active.
Okay.
So I want to say, matter of fact, I think the last Cave Rave release was Mad Acid Volume 2.
And those are not on archive.org?
Those are not on archive.org. Those are purely, the Cave Rave stuff is purely on Bandcamp at this point.
Cool. Yeah, so that looks like that is all rights reserved stuff, or the Cave Rave, or
right now, yes.
Okay. So that's but yeah, it's out there. I see it. It exists. So I mean, I guess you can kind of speak from the label side a bit, and I can as well. But Mike does most of the talking to the musicians and the posting of things. So
yeah,
I've been trying to get Mike involved, but he's busy. So,
and as a matter of fact, that had been part of the reason that had done the pivot, like with White Church of Space.
Yeah,
rolled with rather than Cave Rave or Acid All Stars or Liquid Sky. A lot called it. There's a lot of artists that they're shy call it they're shy of Creative Commons. And we were doing stuff with so many other people that it was just easier to even though we were with Liquid Sky and stuff like that, it was just easier to jump over to block Sonic rather than trying to set up a mess of where, well, some stuff is Creative Commons and then most of it's not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically that is the case that, I mean, it's the other way around, but technically that's the case that, with Block Sonic, like some of that Puck stuff, I think, is not released under Creative Commons, just because like the samples are like so obvious and like it's not really like if somebody were to start using that and then get in trouble, then they wouldn't necessarily trust us anymore. Like they've had those, they didn't clear anything, so it's
So yeah. So I take it, even though it's dominantly kind of the other way around, where most of the stuff is Creative Commons, Block Sonic has had a bit of a taste of call it that headache too. Except we're
well, so no, I think so. What happened was, so the Puck stuff is, or a lot of the Puck stuff is actually from like the 80s and early 90s. Well, maybe just the 90s. I guess I don't really know off the top of my head. But they wanted to re-release the stuff on Block Sonic, and this stuff, like they were on like a big like Canadian like punk compilation, like the, I don't know if you're familiar with like the Punkorama compilations.
okay.
That I think Punkorama might have been Epitaph. But anyway, like some of the punk labels put out these compilations, and they had one of those in Canada, and Puck was on there. So it's not like nobody, like they were super obscure or anything. I mean, people, but and nobody like was trying to take their stuff down. So we figured it was probably okay. But you put that stuff in the wrong place, and then all of a sudden somebody doesn't want it. So anyway, when Cheese and Pot C wanted to re-release that stuff, he just made the decision that it would be under. It's interesting, like if you go onto the page, it says all rights reserved, but the way that it's like in the like thumbnail sort of thing, he calls it copyright alt. So I don't really know what that copyright alt situation, what that really means there. But almost all of the stuff that we have that's under copyright alt is under Puck. There's another Head Snack and Primo Soul. I don't know what the thing was, and then there was a MVA release that's also under that. But yeah, it's like I think that was kind of invented just so we could release those. And and Mike asked me, like, what's what should we do about these things that like that have these like obviously not cleared samples? I'm like, just, at this point, nobody's like coming after people. Like they might send you a cease and desist. If they do, cease and desist. Like just take it down. I mean, so like it's not going to be a thing. Like just take it down.
Which now, and in the case of like Acid All Stars and stuff, and with Liquid Sky, like I said, it was more so a matter of other artists.
Yeah.
And it was just a job on like having to make sure everybody was on board. Like I said, in the case of Acid All Stars, we had the benefit of, okay, we were at least smart enough to tuck some things into contracts that have almost come to pass. Oddly enough, there were some certain things with the way the monetary systems worked that needed to happen before we could just go Creative Commons with everything, and we didn't have to reach out to everybody.
Yeah.
So oddly enough, as much as I loathe the guy, Donald Trump and the gang with their Genius Act helped us out a ton, because what our basis was that the foundations of the monetary system, quote unquote, as we know it at the time of the contract, had to be radically changed. And so it's kind of a thing of, we were just waiting for, okay, we need to make sure those things are at place so that when we point back to the time of the contract, we can go, yep, the game is no longer the same. And so that was our holdup with Acid All Stars. And so it was kind of like, okay, well, that Genius Act is finally passed. That's kind of leveraging the reserve currency against friggin' stable coins. Blockchain currencies weren't even a thing when we did these contracts. And so we're looking at that as like, okay, I think we're in the clear now. But then when it comes to the other labels like Liquid Sky and stuff like that, it's just there's just way too many artists that they get shy of Creative Commons, and we were looking to maintain consistency.
Fair enough. Yeah. So. I mean, one of the things that I wanted to do today was just listen to what like the Netlabel folks wanted, but really we don't have anybody that's doing that. Maybe somebody will end up showing up. So I mean, we've talked about some other ideas, and we can just go ahead and talk through some of those. I mean, I don't have a lot of experience with IceCast. I do wonder if that might be the best thing to set up, just so people have like a test stream and aren't scared of like messing with the Netlabel day stream. I don't know if you've given any thought to that.
Well, I know with IceCast, I'm still a little baffled as to how that even works, especially being like I said, when I did the DJ slot thing, I'm still unsure of how things ended up to where, okay, the information I'm pumping out regarding the stream is
Yeah.
popular, but where the content was coming from, I still don't know where the actual audio content was coming from.
Yeah, Philip was saying that like the person that like has the stream has to let go of it. So you know, and he said in the past when he's done stuff, there's been like a channel for like coordinating all of that stuff. I don't know if that's, you know, like there might be like plugins that like fix that and stuff, but you know, without access to that IceCast server, it's kind of hard to know.
Yeah.
So,
Which,
you know,
do you know who was running the actual server?
that's Omar.
Okay. Because yeah, but I found that super bizarre that the server was picking up all the metadata from me, but it was picking up the audio from somewhere total. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and obviously if that is the case that you have to like have somebody there, then like having a test server is not going to solve that problem. But at least we could like confirm it if we had a test server. So, you know, and because I don't know how long ago this was that, you know, I'm sure at some point that was the case, but I just don't know what the development of IceCast has been. So, you know, and we talked a lot about PeerTube as well, potentially. I did notice we got bumped up to 50 gigs on the Dalek zone, though. So it doesn't help with the going live. So I might need to spend some more time trying to figure that out. It looks like in theory we should be able to go live, but I just wasn't able to get it to work. Like I was able to set up the session, but then just like streaming to it, and wasn't able to actually get that to work. So
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to look at this the Netlabel guide page. I accidentally clicked out of it. So, well, I guess that's one thing that we were talking about too also this morning was the Netlabel archive hasn't archived anything in a while. But Philip was saying he knows the guy that runs Netlabel archive, and he just hasn't, you know, he'll add stuff if people send him stuff. But the other thing is, you know, we could potentially do some stuff with the Netlabel guide. Like if we have archived Netlabels, we could put them here. I guess One thing. There is a list of inactive. So we do kind of have an archive. I guess the difference is this doesn't like actually archive the music. This is just a list of like, you know, inactive, but you know, we could definitely help get some more net labels on here. And most of this page, you know, it's like all JavaScript and it uses Next.js. And so, you know, if you're not familiar with the framework, then it's
pump that you may have already. I'm trying to see. I was going to say pump that link into the chat.
But this list here, you know, is just, I mean, I guess it's still JSON, but it's pretty not, you know, like I feel like it's decently readable, you know, label name, whether it's active or not. Pretty easy to add stuff. But you can see here that this package.json hasn't been updated in 6 years. So I'm sure in the past 6 years there have been some that have died and some that have. Maybe that's not the list. Actually, let's click in here and see. Yeah, no, it's the. It's not the full list. Okay, so I think the netlabels.json was 3 months ago. So looks like there's decently maintained list. So it'd just be a matter of like, you know, for the inactive ones, just pointing that out to the folks at Archive, Netlabel Archive, to go get it. I don't know. What how you, I mean, I understand like not wanting to lose that music. I don't know personally like how big of a priority that should be. But you know, we should probably get like there's a like community happenings, but like this was like a year ago. Like nothing about Netlabel on here, Netlabel Day on here. I mean, I guess this was kind of because it was for Netlabel Day. We should make sure that like something about Netlabel Day gets on here for next year, and you know about you know, like both releases and being a DJ and stuff. But I guess we would have to like make a PNG for those. I was data. I can't remember. It's been around here earlier, but. Yeah, community happenings. There we go. So community happenings dot module from happening list. So there's the happening list. So yeah, we can put a link and JPEG. So we need like a JPEG that's the right size. And I guess that's probably where, I mean, if somebody got me a JPEG, I could do the rest. But like making a graphic that looks half decent is not really something you want me doing.
I feel he is there. Yeah, it's the fact I've gotten to doing video projections and mapped out a halfway decent looking UI for an OS is something that I'm kind of just like, I don't know how he pulled that off. You know, kind of feel like it's like, yeah, I'm absolutely at home in the audio domain, and I get semi-retarded in the visual domain. Do you know, outside of the actual held YouTube recording, do the chat records actually get stored anywhere?
I don't think so.
All right.
Nowhere that's accessible. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
But you can put them in the Discord if you want.
That is a great idea. Granted, man, I hate logging into Discord. They make...
Well, you could just put it in the chat, and then I could put it in Discord.
No, I'm going ahead and logging in. It's fine. It's just that they really make you jump through some hoops. When you don't log in through their app. You happy now, Discord?
I'm gonna
All right. Thank you.
see if I can, if my app will allow me to have a pineapple juice here. I mean, I can always just tell the app to fuck off if I need to, but.
Thank you, Discord. Okay.
I use this this app Fuelian that I think they use some sort of LLM on the back end to match, like, you know, you can just type in like food things, and it's like many and LLM things, both useful and exceedingly frustrating at the same time. But it also has a handy dandy barcode reader. So, which, I mean, you know, metal cans are easily recyclable. So it saves me from having to measure out 8 ounces of pineapple juice or, but
Thank you, Discord. Okay, let's close that. Just said I would.
one thing that I'm going to do is
Okay.
I have no idea why I never thought to do this before, but I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. It was some time ago, like a couple weeks ago. It wasn't like months ago, but like a couple weeks ago, I sent out a promo for the Netlabel assembly to some podcasters. Tom and Jason over at Tom Ray Learns Music and Jason Smith at B-Sides both got it in. It may, I mean, I'm sure people have listened to it, but those people aren't here, sadly. But I mean, maybe you guys heard it. I don't know, but in any case, Donnie was like, "Oh yeah, I can get this on there," and I'm like, so I emailed him back. I'm like, Donnie, it's tomorrow. like it's a one-time thing. It's not like a put it in every time. And I was like, but I don't know why I never thought of this. I'm gonna do a promo for the CC listening parties. I'll just send it out to the same folks, and then they can include it or not. And I don't know what. Have you guys listened to the latest B-Sots?
I have not. I have, to be honest, I have been so caught up in a AV class and certification hell.
Basically, he said he's hanging it up. And he said a lot of things that he is frustrated with is just like the podcasting scene. But it's like, to me, I'm kind of like, I don't think you really need to be like part of the podcast scene to put out a podcast, and especially if you're doing like Creative Commons stuff, like trying to interface with like the rest of like the outside world music community is just going to be like a really frustrating experience. I mean, we're kind of already talking about that, like all the stuff with all the, like why you were like, yeah, I'm not going to deal with all the labels I deal with. I'm going to do Block Sonic because it's just too complicated to like try to like deal with all that. And so I wonder if maybe Jason just needs to like, and he's got like his like Black Podcasting Network. I think that's the name of it. Which I'm sure is like a good support network, but like, I say I'm sure it's a good support network, but like obviously it's not. Like so he may like those people, but like even if you like the people, if like it's like you've been like playing basketball your whole life, but now you're into cycling. It's like why are you still going to the basketball courts? Like it doesn't make any sense. I've kind of I've struggled with that myself, and it's just kind of like especially with like something niche like, CC music, it's just like its own thing. And like, you just gotta, I mean, it's unfortunate, but you kind of it's just kind of, it's got to be its own thing, like,
yeah, it is what it is.
so I don't know. The interesting thing too, though, is that like Jason was like, final episode, and then in the end, he's like, well, actually, this is not going to be the final episode. I've got a couple more things. And so I'm like, well, maybe rather than like hanging it up completely, it just needs to be like a new chapter. But anyway, I say that because like the BSOTs promo goes at the end of the blockcast. So I was kind of thinking like that's where the CC music thing would slot in, that promo, but the CC listening party promo would go. But it's like if Jason ends up keeping on, then like, it's like at some point there's a limit, and maybe that's why I never thought of it, is because like at some point there's going to be, like maybe I kind of thought like for Netlabel Day, that's kind of like Omar's thing. And I think after this year, I've kind of decided that like, because like 2024 was the first year that we started helping Omar. And so for sure, just kind of want to get the lay of the land. And last year was just kind of a disaster around Netlabel Day. I ended up getting sick, and then like my father-in-law died, and like I was traveling when my father-in-law died. It was just everything about like July, like early July, was just like a complete disaster.
Chaos.
Year. Yeah. So like whatever. That's just last year happened. And then this year though, like, yeah, like it didn't go as well as it could have. So I think like all the like promo and stuff, like we're just gonna have to take it over. And like I guess if Omar doesn't like it, he can let us know, but like it's just hard to like coordinate things with Omar, and I think that coordination is just kind of keeping the event from being like as good as it could be. Yeah. And so things like getting out promos to the net labels and stuff, like we're just gonna treat it like it's our event next year. And then and like I guess like like you have, and there's maybe like a good way, like maybe there's a way to like frame this so that it makes sense to people, so it doesn't seem like it's some sort of like coup d'etat or something. But like like when like at the Grammys or all that kind of stuff, like they have like a host, but then there's like a committee that like they like actually organize it. Like the host isn't the person that organizes it. No. And I guess in my conception, like Omar is kind of like the host, like he's the figurehead, like he's the guy, but like we don't necessarily need him to do the other stuff. And part of it was like I didn't want like I didn't want Omar to think that we were taking over, but like at this point I think just Omar has enough stuff going on that like he understands like shit just needs to get done, and I don't think he cares who does it. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, that was one thing we kind of talked about this morning too, is that I think Omar is very like laissez-faire as far as like, just like letting people, you know, come to things as they want, which is like a good way not to burn people out. But unfortunately, like I don't think we have the like the real like umph. It may be like maybe if like the listening parties, if we're able to build that and make that like, I don't know, if we started to get 10-15 people coming to those, like maybe there would start to be like an energy leading into Netlabel Day. But it just right now it kind of feels like, okay, we have Netlabel Day and then like things come around and it's like, oh yeah, there's this thing Netlabel Day that we do. And like let's like try to rally the troops to do that. I was listening to the History of England podcast this morning. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, the History of England. And they were talking about how like the Vikings would just come in and like raid a place and then leave, but like the like feudal like lords, they were all set in England, or what was, in the land that is now known as England. The feudal lords, they were all set up for like pitched battles, and it would take like a month to like get the troops together and like do all this stuff. And so they decided, they were like, well, the Romans used to have forts. We don't really need those, or we haven't really needed those for like a few hundred years, but like I guess we need them again. So they started like garrisoning forts to like take care of the Viking problem. And I kind of feel like that's kind of like what we need with Netlabel Day. Like we can't just like, like we need the standing army. We don't need like, oh yeah, we have this like yearly thing that we got to like, let's all figure out how to do it again. And what were the things that we did last year that like we said we wanted to prove on, and like, like, and I don't know that I'm really like saying anything groundbreaking, but I think that it's just like, the way that I've also seen like this organization, like I guess like, I've been like kind of like focusing this organization in, last few months. And then like now that it's like more, it's focused on Netlabels, I guess I see like Netlabel Day as like a bigger component. Like I think before in my head I was like, yeah, I'm happy to help out with Netlabel Day, but like we kind of do a lot of stuff. So like Netlabel Day is Omar's thing.
Yeah.
And so like, yeah, but now I'm like, okay, well, like we're doing Netlabel stuff, and Netlabel Day is like very obviously the most important thing in the Netlabel Day calendar, or in the Netlabel calendar. So like we need to like, get that to, where we want it to be. So maybe kind of two things, happening at once, as far as like learning more about how Netlabel Day is being run, and having more confidence in where we can help out. Plus just like the organization kind of going in that direction as well. So yeah. And I don't know, I don't have a good sense as to whether like the stuff with that Antoine was doing was helping. Like you didn't get those emails, did you? The ones that he sent out?
I do not believe so. I checking right now.
I need to get the because he had like a list of folks to email from Omar. I need to get that list from him. But
I'm gonna wait, hold on, I'm checking that is the wrong email for me to be checking.
Well, I guess the question is, like, in the past, have you gotten like Netlabel Day emails from Omar?
Hold on. I was just. I have no the last email I have. Weird. The last label, or the last email I have from Omar, oddly enough, regards that broadcast I was talking about.
Yeah, but I mean like from like the pre Netlabel, like, hey, Netlabel people, send me your tracks. That sort of email.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, so you wouldn't have gotten the one from Antoine either.
Nope. Yeah.
So I don't know what Omar's done.
Which just on a quick aside, because I noticed it. Omar had noted that that even though I saw the proper metadata and didn't hear anything correctly, he emailed me that late, but yes, you streamed just fine from where I was. Could be anything at all that made it seem wonky. So I have no clue how that worked. but I just figured that while I was looking for emails from him, that I'd go ahead and let that be known. But yeah, that's actually the only email I have from him.
Fair enough. Let's see. Okay, so the live little ticker here is at 58 minutes. So I don't know if the Jitsi. I assume it's based off the Google time because we're already at 1:10 here. But it also, like, we restarted it a couple times, so I don't know if that resets the clock. So
I think it does.
Yeah. So
but may want to go ahead and give it a re-kick regardless.
Yeah, I guess that's not a terrible idea. Just to go ahead and stop the stream and restart it. We're thinking about it. Oh, I already restarted it. But if you want to give it a whirl.
No.
Oh, it's video. Yeah.
Yeah. It's totally fine. I just noticed that I hadn't had a drop.
Yeah.
Since I bounced over to Firefox. So I kind of figured, I was like, okay, step one, let me go ahead and put the video back on. Make sure it still continues to hold.
Yeah, maybe you got some sort of like plugin incompatibility in Chromium.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know that all of a sudden the drops seem to stop with Firefox, and if the video holds steady, tested my bandwidth previously, I should have been fine on bandwidth.
Yeah.
So really just hoping it was Chromium.
Go ahead.
Are you alive there, Sam?
He's muted.
Yes, I'm just listening.
Okay.
Yeah, you got any ideas for bringing people into the listening party?
Well, is it a time zone issue, or is it just this listening party doesn't interest me issue for the people that have rejected?
Like PS, the guy from Enough Records, he was saying he just didn't know about it. So I mean, I think so. Like, I had already told Donnie I was gonna do the promo, which I haven't done, but I just told him that yesterday. But yeah, I mean, that just sort of confirmed that, like, yeah, we need to get that out there.
Where do you post besides Mastodon about it?
I've posted on Facebook before about it. I mean, obviously in the Discord, and then I think, like, that would be, another thing, just getting people into the Discord. But it's like, how much can you just keep posting Discord invite links? I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that some people joined today. That's nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, can you guys, if you go into Discord, are you able to invite people?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't know, like,
yes,
which
which
as far as like admin privileges and stuff, like who can do what and everything.
I don't deal with I've purposely friends of CC Music and the Subspace venue back in Denver are literally like the reasons I exist on Discord. So I don't have like a bunch of Discord contacts or anything.
Yeah, but I mean, like the link, like, I mean, you can send that to people that aren't on Discord,
Well, yeah. But I just realized, because like I said, it was kind of friends of CC Music and Subspace are what got me kicking and screaming into Discord. So I don't have a bunch of Discord contacts, but I did just hit off to the Discord, to like 3 of the Discord contacts that I natively have. Especially because Subspace already streamed a Friends of CC Music
yeah
event. I went ahead and pinged them on an.
But when you're on the invite thing, you see the server link thing down at the bottom.
I do.
Yes, I do.
Right. Yeah, just make sure if you send somebody that link to, like, click the bypass join applications. I don't want to be having to deal with like having to approve people and like forcing people to like fill out, I don't know, like, what's your favorite Creative Commons band? Just like, I don't want to deal with that. Just
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at what this experience is like that you speak of. Oh, okay, and oh, blah blah blah.
You mean like the application?
Yeah.
I don't know that there's a way to just set it up to bypass, like, for everybody, because I think, like, it's like a spam prevention thing. But with the link, you can just set it up to do it. So
yeah, I'm taking a look here. Here's my display name. Why do they call these damn things servers on Discord? That is such a
yeah. So I got a pending thing from somebody, but here's the thing about it is, like, from that page that I get, there's no way to, like, I mean, there is a way, but like, I have to click to another page to actually approve it. If, like, I could just approve it, then that'd be great. But yeah.
So what kind of channels within the Discord will there be? So far there's just general and hard rock metal. What's
I mean, we
There
can
needs
make
to be,
whatever.
like,
I don't do it. I
Uh,
mean,
maybe there should be one called like music sharing or something. I don't know.
Verification required. You need to confirm your identity.
yeah. I mean,
Email.
yeah. Town voice forum announcement stage. Host events, panels, Q&As for an audience. Yeah.
Did you? I just kind of tried to fudge a quick thing. I just wanted to see what you were talking about.
Yeah.
And whatever Discord is having me jump through all these hoops to verify this and verify that. Yeah, it's making it difficult for me to see just what I wanted to see.
Well, what do you want? I mean, I can share my screen. What are you trying to see?
When somebody was sent that link.
Well, if you check the box to the bypass, like the application, then they just join when they like click the link.
Okay, so.
But then they have to like say why they want to join and stuff. If they fill out the application.
You go ahead and show you here what I'm seeing. That's this part here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm not.
Are you able to scroll down on there?
No.
Fuck.
No. So all I really see is this.
What happens if you edit the invite link? Yeah, so maybe I can do it because I'm like a mod. Let's see here.
And I don't even understand. What is this number of uses?
So like how many people can use the link? So if you can just throw it up like on a website and anybody can click it.
Okay.
Versus like, one use,
That
like
might be dangerous.
one person. Yeah, but we can always just block people. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Like it's got like an add role thing, but like I don't know what roles to like add in. So annoying.
Moderators. I don't know.
Yeah, but like I mean that would make sense, but like nothing shows up when I try to. I wonder if I can add people to the channel. This channel is private. Only select members and roles. Yeah, okay, yeah, I get that. I don't know if that invites you to the channel or to like the server. Add members or roles. Okay, so probably inviting wasn't the way to do it, but I can add people.
Yay, we have 10 members now.
Where are you? Where are you? I don't even see.
See what? The members list?
Yeah.
So over in the top right, there's like 2 people.
Okay. Yeah, I see it. All right. Oh, and my homie. So my homie from Detroit, I guess joined. He joined right on.
Yeah, that's how I knew that you didn't send the bypass application, because I had to approve his application. Oh, but I added you to the moderator channel, so see if you can bypass it now.
If I can bypass what?
When you invite, there should be a checkbox to bypass the application, but there wasn't.
Does not look like it. I'm going to refresh my page here. And I'm guessing. Oh, of course. Thank you so much, Discord. I refreshed the page and you kicked me out. Look, because that makes sense. Okay, and now I have to figure out.
The Internet Archive website is not loading at all for me right now.
Archive.org?
Yeah. I was going to share a link
for me.
to the music sharing.
You know, I was thinking Discord just had me jump through all this stuff with I thought I was getting, because I have 3 different Discord accounts. I thought I was getting them all under one roof.
Why do you have 3 accounts?
One account I think I had created just because I had to. It was some stupid support group or something I had to deal with, and then 2 other accounts I separated them between 2 different email addresses I have, and I wasn't sure which one was tied to the Friends of CC Music. And so I ended up kind of going through each one of the email addresses I knew I would have used. I was able to switch between my 3 accounts, and then, like I said, and then when I just refreshed the page, it completely kicked me out, and it's having me like log back in with all of them. Great. But I think I at least know which one was tied. The only reason I logged in with all 3 before, only one of them was really tied to what I cared about.
You know what? I'm gonna tell my app to suck it, because I think I need some pineapple juice. Well, potentially, if I go for another WALK, maybe I'll earn myself another pineapple juice. Actually, if we get to having another good topic, I feel like the Discord, maybe it's me that's slowing down, but I feel like that conversation may have run its course, and say I could go outside and talk. I'm a very talented man. I can walk and talk at the same time.
Wow.
Oh. I'm dog thinks that's the dog walker, but it's not the dog walker.
I wonder if a website like Clung Clung Moo could make a blog post about our listening parties.
It's a good idea.
Invite people.
Yeah. Do you know Conrad?
I remember seeing him join one of our listening parties in the past.
Stoffel joined. Did Conrad join?
I believe he did.
Oh, okay.
It was only once. I know I've talked to Stoffel.
Yeah, my boy Rick from Detroit was just
So one thing about the
he was worried about having upset someone.
Oh, is he watching the
No, I'm
Chala.
guessing
Chala.
I'm guessing it had something to do.
Chala.
I'm guessing it had something to do with the questionnaire thing. He said he popped in, answered the question with my big mouth, probably upset people.
Where did he? Chala, shut up. Have a good one. I got the application. I approved it. The only thing that I'm upset about is that Jitsi doesn't give you the option to not have to do that. But you know, it's fine. I mean, the interface could be better, but if people come in that way, that's fine. Better to have them than to not have them. We just had a package delivered. That's when my dog was freaking out.
Sunday delivery.
Yeah, it always comes on. It's a weekly delivery.
It's
always on Sunday. I would have gone out there and got it if I wasn't on the call, but I didn't realize my dog was going to be an idiot. He's like 50-50 whether he's an idiot or not. So it was a new person though, so maybe they knocked. I didn't know. Shala, what are you doing, man? Shala, what are you doing? They're gone. Hey, it's over. You need to go potty? That whole he gets like, I don't know, kind of extra, just extra when he's got to go potty. So maybe that's why he's
like, Dad, there's something up.
Yeah. But the funny thing is that sometimes he just like ignores stuff too. So it's very just like dependent on his mood whether or not he's gonna like make a stink about something. You know, I don't think I have the brain function to sort these right now. So I think what I'll do is I'll just leave them in the container and close it and deal with it later.
And
I was like super like pumped and like ready to go this morning, but then in between the two I went for a run and like now I'm like, God, I don't want to be alive. I'd be fine except I'm trying to lose weight too, so caloric deficit is Not ideal. Yeah, we'll go in just a second, bud.
Yeah, and I think it's safe. I feel at this point to safe to say that what I was experiencing was a Chromium issue.
Yeah. All right. I am going to switch over to my phone here.
Okay. Is that yeah, I see that you're muted, Sam. So
Yeah, I am.
guessing that sound I hear is from Doug.
Thing about the phone is that like you can't press the back button or it like logs you out. There's a lot of weird stuff that happens with the phone. But
Nice
yeah.
ceiling fan.
Yeah. All right, come on, dude. Cut the Wi-Fi here.
Which I know I'm off camera, but presume you can still hear me, right?
Yes.
But yeah, the the new listening party is pretty laissez-faire as far as joining, so it should be pretty easy for folks.
What would be the optimal amount of people to join it?
Before we were kind of using the metrics on the views is like, like during CCLP 1.0. But really that first run really had like 3 or 4 different little iterations. So really we're on like listening party like 5.0 or something now. But yeah, I don't look at the views anymore. Maybe, if we get like, I think what happened is like one of them took off and then I was just like, well, let's keep the momentum going. And then it just kind of died. But, some of that was just like that, when Caleb stopped coming, then, we were kind of like on the edge of having whether or not we had enough people. And then like losing one just kind of.
And for what it's worth.
And now it's just once a month.
Or
as long as people remember, then.
But
shouldn't be too big of a burden.
For what it's worth, and
but the thing about the promos on there is like we won't be able to like change the time. So, but Al got all his well, maybe not all of them since he had some Chromium demons today, but he got a bunch of his demons exercised on Friday. So
yeah, and
in general, probably one of us will be around to
That's
To
been
do
a
it.
lot.
I don't remember when we initially did it, why we picked Saturday instead of Sunday. Was Saturday just a better day for you, Sam?
I don't know. That was a long time ago.
Can you guys hear me?
I
Yeah.
can hear you. Can you hear me?
No, I can't.
That's why you didn't respond to my question.
I think I might have lost audio when I killed the Wi-Fi.
You can hear me, Sam?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I redid my Bluetooth. Can you guys hear me?
I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Oh, I can't hear you guys. Yeah, no, I'm. Cut my.
But
All right, I just cut Bluetooth.
can you hear? Can you hear now?
But I still can't hear you guys.
Where are you exactly, Sam?
I'm in Vermont.
Okay. How are things in Vermont right now?
I heard Sam
Not bad.
say that the about the ceiling fan, and then like nothing. Maybe I'll have to refresh.
Going outside was a mistake for Doug.
All right. Well, I think that it wasn't the going outside so much as the cutting the Wi-Fi. For some reason, I never got audio back until I logged out. So, but I can hear what I believe to be like background noise now.
So you can hear us.
I can, yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. I don't know why like so many apps have problems like disconnecting Wi-Fi and then reconnecting via the mobile. But it's a pretty common problem. Oh. I should have worn a hat.
It's kind of it's sort of. Can you hear us now, Doug?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, kind of. I suppose it's kind of my own fault. I hit up my boy Rick, like I said, off in Detroit.
Yeah.
He's really connected with. I'm guessing you and Sam may or may not know, but Detroit is the literal birthplace of techno. And Nick, there's a annual festival that goes on in Detroit called the Detroit Electronic Music Festival, where Detroit basically just celebrates the fact that that they created techno. But since I hit up Rick, I'm kind of having to. He's hitting me up with questions about like, okay, what's Friends of CC Music all about? What can I do, etc., etc. I was told him a bit about the listening parties and possibly take help me join in.
Sorry, I'm on a call. What you need? Yeah, I don't. There's probably some people coming from the game. Sorry. Yeah, I don't have a car, so. Yeah.
But yeah, it's I've been kind of he's gotten my attention a little divided.
Oh yeah.
It's like I hit you up, Rick, and sorry.
Well, why don't
this application?
Yeah, I mean, you could just have him join the call.
I told him that he's actually on site at some job right now. So the reason he didn't jump in.
Well, yeah. I have my doubts on whether anybody else is gonna show up, but
were you expecting anyone in particular to show up?
No, I mean, I thought that Jason and Tom putting the promo on their podcast, I thought might get some people here, but guess not.
Not that you can hear, I did want to throw out that, and I'm sure you can imagine, it's been a major pain in my side. But I don't even know what to tell Asus on where it's like, hold on, 2,000 some odd bucks goes to you guys for this box, and this is the third time I'm having to send it back to you.
Oh yeah.
So it's been kind of it's been difficult for me to deal with numerous tech things just because my main box has been at this point, notably since May, I've had more time not with it than I've had with it because I keep sending it back to Asus.
Yeah. Right.
And it's
yeah.
It's kind of I'm super thankful for I have a close home girl back in Denver, this girl Jen, and she's like a guardian angel to me for reasons I don't fully understand. When I had to do these last gigs there, she was just like, I got this new box for you out. And that's the only reason I've been able to hold anything fairly steady while I keep sending my main box back. So there's definitely a number of ends where I do plan on, I've wanted and I plan on being more active. It's just been tough.
Yeah.
With it's like this, I don't have anything to work on. Freaking machine keeps
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, like, I have ideas, but I don't know that. I guess I kind of feel like I've got a little bit of renewed interest in some new ideas in the listening party, and we may just need to kind of see where that takes us. Because if we get more people doing that, we might get some more interest in some of the other ideas. I don't know.
I do think that potentially could be a good way to garner more interest and and assistance. Honestly,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna hang out until 5 because I said I would be here till 5. But I don't know, like, if you guys don't have like anything specific, then probably just bounce. I mean, I don't know. If you do, though, let's hear it.
I'm going to be honest with you to the exact end of what I was just speaking. A lot of outside of just being slammed with, I think I've knocked out like 4 or 5 new AV certifications that the union threw my way this week. But it's been outside of that. I've been in such a struggle of just can I get a machine to work on?
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know if you saw because I don't have like the chat history on the phone. When I get back in, I'll see it. But I posted Conrad's email in there.
I saw
So
that. Thank you.
yeah, if you can reach out, then I mean, I think it's good for people to like hear from people other than me because like, oh yeah, Doug is doing a thing again. It's like I feel like there's like it shows that there's like more interest if it's other people, like
So where on Facebook do you talk about the listening party? Do you just post on your account or do you share it in groups?
I've just posted it on my account before. Yeah, I'm not super active on Facebook anymore, but
yeah, there is that labels are killing the music industry group that's still kind of active.
Yeah, could post there.
What's up with that? I've never granted I'm not on Facebook myself, but I'd never really imagined a group forming that was anti-Netlabel.
It's not anti-Netlabel. It's pro Netlabel.
Okay. Did I hear that name right? Netlabels are killing music.
Killing the music industry. So like Bomb the Music Industry is a band that's pro music but anti-music industry.
Okay, gotcha.
It's mostly just a funny name. There's not really any hate comments. It's really just a bunch of people sharing links to new Netlabel releases.
Okay, word.
Yeah.
Okay, so I totally misheard the
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, yeah, I have I would probably do more on Facebook, but I have like a plug-in in my Chrome that like
whoa,
it's
yeah.
like
On the,
after like 15 minutes it like I don't remember what it's called, but it basically it's like a 15, maybe 20 minutes, I don't remember, but it's like a time limit so that like you don't just like scroll through things forever. So I'll kind of like.
I'm actually seeing here. Looks like oddly enough, the first stuff I found from in regards to net labels are killing music was actually from Amon Tobin.
Yeah. But yeah, I should post in there. But you know, feel free to post because it's a pretty high traffic group. So
what was that you said, Al? I don't think I understood it.
On doing a quick look regarding net labels are killing music. Oddly enough, the very first thing I ran into was from Amon Tobin.
What
I don't
is
know who that
Amon
is.
Tobin?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know who that is?
No.
No.
He's he's a pretty big international electronic artist. Does some really intelligent stuff. And yeah, this post of his is a bit dated, but it says and again my access Facebook. They gatekeep so much of their content now that a lot of stuff on Facebook I can't even see. But it's kind of interesting. It says I've made over 40 tracks you can get directly from me with no streaming racket involved. An experiment we started over 3 years ago, and everyone seems pretty happy with it so far. I see more and more people doing similar things, and it's really encouraging to see music fans supporting what they love. Everyone wins except the anti-art venture capitalists at Spotify who hadn't counted on people being more than just consumers. Join our thing through Bandcamp, where I'll continue to drop a new track every month straight to your collection. You get the official releases too, and I get to keep making it all. Look for No Mark Club or Amon Tobin on Bandcamp. PS, visuals by Shy One and Houdini. Fuck AI too.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and post the link of what I ran into. I was not expecting to look up net labels are killing music, and the first thing I would find would be from what really is one of my personal favorite artists. Yeah, that was right here. And thankfully, I can see this. Okay, nice.
All right, well, I think I'm gonna bounce.
Word right on, Sam. Just because I had no other plans, I don't mind sticking around with you at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, earlier during the morning session, I just started looking at the JavaScript for the Netlabel guide. So, I mean, if we wanted to just like crank on, there we go. Got a musical interlude there. The
That was beautiful.
yeah, yeah, I don't know, like, I mean, I guess we can talk about it more, you know, after Sam. You know, Sam doesn't need to listen to us talk tech stuff unless you want to, Sam. You can.
I'll check the VOD of this later to see if somebody else joined.
Okay.
But yeah.
If I can get my dog to like understand that it's hot and we should go home, then I'll be in front of a computer.
Right now?
No, we're just walking.
Oh.
There's T'Challa. I think, I don't know, like Wendy had like state or not. Yeah, I guess it's like, actually it's not state, it's regions. She had like the finals for the region tennis this morning. So I think T'Challa hasn't. We went to a coffee shop earlier, but he hasn't been on a real walk. So I think he was like, "Oh yeah, we should go for a walk." And now I think he might be regretting that decision since it's like 80 degrees. But
is it humid?
What's that?
Is it humid there, or is it just a dry 80?
It tends to be pretty humid here. It is city of lakes, so we have quite a bit of water around. I wouldn't say like, I think it's probably really just as humid as the South, but it's just not as hot. So, you know, it's just not super miserable. But when the sun is out, it is not pleasant, I would say, on these days. Yeah.
Just to ask you real quick, Sam, before you,
yeah,
I was looking at things from this. I'd never heard of Tape Safe, but when I just tried to go to their site from that link you had given on Facebook, it doesn't seem to be active. Do you know where Tape Safe might have stuff? Okay, yeah, their tapesafe.net seems down, but their Bandcamp is very, very, very much alive.
Oh, there you go.
And just for posterity, I'm going to go ahead and paste that in the chat and also put that into the Discord.
Yeah, because there's no prosperity here. When you record from the Jitsi directly, you don't get the chat at all. You have to record from OBS to get the chat.
Okay, so
I guess one thing we could discuss before you go, Sam, if you've got the time, is whether or not we want to try to do like another one of these like big like get together planning sort of things. Like, I tried doing this, I want to say
they're going to be like a reflection on how Netlabel Day 2026 went or something.
I don't think so. I mean, if we want to do that, we can. But it's kind of hard to get Omar involved in things. So, but if we want to just do one, then we can. But yeah, I guess if we're not able to get like Netlabels to come to the Netlabel assembly, then I don't know why they would come to a Netlabel Day retrospective.
Yeah, I think what you were saying before. I think probably the first thing there is contacting people. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
part of the trick there is being able to actually reach people.
I mean, we did email everybody that's participated in Netlabel Day, like everybody on Omar's list. We emailed them about coming today.
Right.
So,
maybe they're just busy then. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
how far? Well, you were speaking of how far ahead were they hit up?
I mean, I think those emails went out in the spring. There was just part of the Netlabel Day email.
Yeah.
So.
I do think that's kind of especially seeing that Amon. I had no idea Amon had jumped onto things, but Amon's kind of on that sell out arenas type level.
Yeah, I mean, but that post that you posted isn't a link to that group, so I'm not sure that it really has anything to do with it. They're just like
that was something. Yeah, I don't know. I may try to. I've never tried to reach out to Amon about anything, but I have a feeling that I may be able to contact him. So I'll try to see what I can do about reaching out and being like, hey, what exactly are you doing in regards with Netlabels? But that was just the first thing that came up for me when I looked up Netlabels are killing music. Don't know why that is, but that was the first thing that came up for me.
Yeah, no, I mean,
But it does. Yeah. Now, granted, it looks like looking at what exactly his doesn't look like. No mark is straight up Creative Commons. But it does. He does give contact info. So that makes that part easy.
Hopefully he'll respond.
I have a feeling he will. It's just a feeling, but I think he will.
There's a Boston joke in there somewhere.
I guess I should do it.
All right, I'm gonna head out. I'll see you, I guess, in a few weeks, Doug, for the August party.
The 29th, which I know off the top of my head since it came up this morning.
Alrighty.
Thanks, Sam. Have a good one. All right. Sam is pieced out.
Yeah, it's which on that note, it actually is sitting. It's just shy of that. Oh wait! You were talking about 5 o'clock your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that I'm in the future. Which, like I said, I didn't have any other plan. Anyhow, other than I was supposed to get the which I can hit you with a link to it as well. I was, amongst other things, that you know, the main box going down again and down again and down again. It knocked me behind on dev for this for the cause, the Church of Space operating system. And it's mostly done. There's a feature that it has called cause surf. And cause surf is just more net interaction related. It just does a lot of things in regards to locking the system down and dealing with parallel networks rather than the as opposed to the general internet. And I wanted to have cause surf at least in a basic function.